Hi, day number 4 for March Madness. We're going to begin in a setting position on a mat. If you have a chair, we're going to use that today for added challenge, or again, you can do it all on a mat. So we're going to begin in a setting position and just kind of warming the body up. You can put your feet up against the wall actually. If you could just pretend that the tower here was a wall. Put your feet up against it and have a nice bend in the knees. Holding onto the backs of the thighs. We're going to lift ourselves up nice and tall and as straight as we can. Inhale here and exhale, just curling the tail under without overly rounding through the upper back. Inhale here, exhale. You're going to round back up so your shoulders are over the hips, and then from the tailbone on up, you stack it up back to top. Again, a nice inhale here. Think of lengthening the spine up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, curling the tail. Inhaling, holding the position here of the belly, and then exhale. The belly's pulling back towards the mat, but I'm rounding up and over, and then stacking it back up. And again. And exhale up. 2 more. Only going down as far as you feel comfortable. Last one. A nice abdominal workout today. Shooting for a shorter video time so that you can get it done. Bring the legs together, squeeze the legs together. Feel the inner thighs turn on. Again, you can lengthen the legs out a little bit so that you can get up nice and tall. From here, we're going to go all the way to the mat, and the feet are going to just naturally lift off, and we're not going to force it. So I take a deep inhalation, exhale, start curling the tail under, then my feet naturally lift off, and you want to really control it down to the mat. When you get here, you're pushing your hands into the legs and pushing the legs into the hands to create a little resistance. Take an inhalation, and on your exhale, you're going to curl all the way back up to the mat, and the feet start aiming towards the mat. So inhale, elbows wide, exhale, lift the head, the neck, the shoulders. Use the breath. Round it up, and then stack it up top. And right back down. That's the hard part. Coming up. Two more of these. This is the assisted roll-up. The roll-up is a classical Pilates exercise. This is the last one, and we're going to stay down on the mat. Nice inhalation. Again, think of putting space between each vertebra and the crown of the head, reaching up to the ceiling. Here we go. Exhale. And roll it down. So we're going to lengthen one leg on the mat. You can either have both legs bent, one leg bent, or both legs straight. Your choice. The goal is to keep the hips nice and quiet throughout the move. So I may have a little bend in my top leg today. If you're tight in the hamstrings, you may have to bend your legs. The bottom leg is firmly pressing down into the mat, and that foot is flexed. The arms press to the side of the body, or you can kickstand them out a little bit. And you want to push down into the arms to help stabilize the body. From here, we take the leg goes across the body. Hi, Stella. And we sweep and circle it around. Back to starting. It's an inhale across the body, exhale to the outside of the body, and then back to starting. Now our goal here is to keep the hips really still. We don't want them moving around here. We want to keep them nice and still, using our abdominals to do that. Inhale and exhale. Think of drawing a circle on the ceiling. So my leg is the only thing moving here. And then we reverse the movement. So it goes to the outside of the body. We circle it around across the body and then back to starting. Inhale and exhale. Really use your breath to control the torso movement. Here's 3 and 2 and last one. So just climb up that leg a little bit. Give it a nice stretch. Bend the knee in. Lower that leg down. I'm going to scoot back just a little bit. I hit a spring a while ago with my foot. So the bottom leg is on the mat. Gently pressing down, foot is flexed. Top leg is lengthening up. Again, one or both legs can be bent here. It's perfectly fine. The goal is to keep the torso stable. So pressing through the arms, we inhale the leg across, circle it around to the outside across, and then back to starting. Inhale, exhale. I'm really using my arms to press down into the mat. And then we're going to reverse it. So it opens to the outside, circle it around to the other side, and then back to center. And it's just a flowing movement, trying to make a nice even circle. Two, and last one. So climb up that leg, give it a stretch in the back of the thigh. This leg's reaching long. Try not to bend right here too much. We want to find that length right in the bikini line. Bend the knee in to the chest. Bring the other leg into the chest. Exhale, the head, neck, and shoulders lift up. Push down on the legs. Start rocking. If you have a sensitive tailbone, you will not do this, nor would you if you had osteoporosis or osteopenia. We try to balance and keep the toes lifted off of the mat. Let's do this is rolling like a ball. We want to stay on the back side of our hip bones, on our sits bones, and not let the pelvis move around. We want to keep it kind of curled back. So inhale back. Exhale, up. Just rolling back to the shoulder blades. The head never touches the mat. Didn't make it. Last one. And set the feet down. If you have your chair, this is the time you want to reach for your chair if you want that added challenge. What we're going to do is set on the edge of the chair. Roll down. Got to get it just right. Roll down. So we're in tabletop. Essentially, you can be right back on the mat if you want to be there and you don't want to be on the chair. This is a little harder because I have to keep my body lifted. I have nowhere to put my head if I need to rest. So single leg stretch here. Elbows wide. Remember, the belly is switching the legs. My arms are really not pulling the legs in. It's my belly that's pulling it in. My arms just keep my legs lined up with my body so that they're not going all different directions. Working on alignment. So it's inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale, eyes on the belly. Last set, both knees in. Bring the body to the legs. Push down on the legs, push into the hands. Inhale here. And exhale, reach the arms and legs. Sink the belly down. Inhale. Try and stay lifted and try and sink the belly down towards the floor. Pulling the abdominals nice and tight across the hip bones. Reach, 2. Last one. From here, scissors. Both hands reach up on the leg. Just let that leg hang. Feel a nice stretch. Almost like the splits. So bring it back up. Curl up. So we pull the knee that's closest to us. We pull it in and in again. Switch. In closer. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. 4, 3, 2. Then arms go to the side of the body. I'm kind of out of room on this chair. 2. Then we switch it, single leg. So it's in and in. Bring that knee closer and closer. And here's 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hand over hand behind the head. Curl up, legs in tabletop. Bicycle, last one on the chair. Exhale, reach that elbow. Remember, it can touch the mat. Look at that elbow. Reach that opposite leg. Curl up with an inhale. Keep the elbows wide. A little press down here, working the back side of the body. Here's 2, and last one. Nice. Whew. I'm warm. Okay, move the chair out of the way. Whew. Back on the mat. Finishing up with spine stretch forward. Another great posture exercise right here. Arms straight out, in line with the shoulders at shoulder height. We're setting up as tall as we can. You could even be up against the wall, starting with the crown of your head. Take a deep inhale. Again, think of lengthening your spine and growing taller. And then exhale, leading with the crown of the head, the neck, the shoulders. A little pressure down with the hands, with the arms. And then think of rounding up and over a beach ball here. Inhale here, exhale from the tailbone, stack it up. Here we go again. Exhale, head, neck, shoulders, upper back, middle back. My hips stay up against that imaginary wall. I'm stretching my spine. If you're feeling this in the backs of the legs here, I want you to bend your knees. I want you to feel it, a nice stretch in the spine. And exhale. Grow a little taller. Inhale. Exhale. Stay here. Take a breath and hollow the belly out even more. Pulling it in. My arms are reaching a little bit in front of me. My belly's pulling back behind me. And then I exhale. Stack it up. Swing your legs off to the side or just come to a setting position. Take a nice deep inhale in. Inhale up. Think of pressing down and lifting your body up towards the ceiling. One more time. And exhale. Thanks for joining me. And as always, if you have any questions, please contact me at wilderpilates@gmail.com, wilderpilates.com on the web, and I'm here for any questions that you may have. Thank you. Bye-bye.